Hello, and welcome back to Professional English Lab, the place where we help you sound more confident and natural in your business English. I'm Miles.
And I'm May. It's great to be with you all today.
May, I was thinking just before we started recording, how much of our work lives now happen online? It feels like we're in back-to-back virtual meetings all day, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And for our listeners, navigating those meetings in English can be a real challenge. You know what you want to say, but finding the right professional phrase in the moment, that's the tricky part.
Exactly. You might worry about sounding too blunt, or not being clear, or even what to say when your internet cuts out. Pause. So today, we're going to solve that.
That's right. We're breaking down essential English phrases for online meetings. From the moment you join to the moment you say goodbye. We'll cover starting the meeting, participating, handling tech issues, interrupting politely, and wrapping up.
We've got about 20 practical phrases lined up for you, with clear examples. So whether you're on Zoom, Teams, or any other platform, you'll leave this lesson feeling more prepared.
Let's jump right in.
Okay, so people are trickling into the virtual room. The meeting is about to start. What are the key things we need to do in these first few minutes?
Well, first you need to greet everyone and do a quick technical check. A very common and simple way to start is with a phrase like, "Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining."
Nice and straightforward. But what if you're not the host? What if you're just a participant joining in?
Great question. In that case, a simple, "Hi everyone, sorry I'm a minute late," works perfectly. It's polite and acknowledges your timing.
And then the technical check. We've all been in meetings where someone's audio isn't working. A proactive host will often ask,
Yes, they might say, "Can everyone hear me clearly?" Or, "If you can hear me, please give a quick yes in the chat."
I love that. Using the chat for a sound check is so efficient. Now, once everyone is settled, you need to state the purpose of the meeting. How do we do that professionally?
This is where you set the agenda. You could say, "The aim of today's meeting is to discuss the Q3 marketing plan," or "We're here today to review the project timeline." It gets everyone on the same page immediately.
That's so important for focus. Okay, so we've started well. Now the discussion is underway. How can our listeners actively and confidently participate?
This is the heart of the meeting, right? Sharing your ideas and opinions. Let's start with agreeing with someone. Instead of just saying, "I agree," you can use more natural professional phrases.
Like what?
Well, you could say, "I completely agree with Sarah's point." Using the person's name makes it more personal. Or, "That's a great point," to build on that, which shows you're listening and adds value.
To build on that is excellent. It seamlessly hands you the conversational baton. Now, what if you have a different opinion? You need to disagree politely.
Exactly. You never want to sound rude. So instead of saying, "I disagree," try softening it. You could say, "I see your point, but have we considered," or "That's one way to look at it." Another perspective might be,
That's very diplomatic. It shows respect for their idea before introducing your own. And what about when you need clarification? If you don't understand something,
a perfect phrase for that is, "Could you elaborate on that point?" It's much more professional than just saying, "What?" Or, "I'm not sure I follow. Could you please rephrase that?"
both of those are fantastic. They show you're engaged and want to understand. And finally, for this section, what about when you want to make sure your own point is being understood?
A good way to check is to ask, "Does that make sense?" Or, "Please let me know if you'd like me to clarify anything." It opens the door for questions and shows you're being collaborative.
I use "does that make sense" all the time. It's a small thing that makes a big difference. Okay, we're participating smoothly, but this is the internet. Things go wrong. Let's talk about handling those inevitable technical difficulties.
The dreaded tech glitch. It happens to everyone, so it's best to be prepared.
It really does. So let's say your audio is breaking up. What should you say?
The key is to be clear and direct. You can say, "I'm sorry, I think there's an issue with my audio. Can everyone hear me okay?" Or if you can't hear someone else, "You are breaking up a little. Could you please repeat that?"
And sometimes you just need a moment. Maybe your dog is barking or your doorbell rings.
Classic. In that case, a simple, "Could you please excuse me for a moment? I need to mute," is all you need. It's polite and informs the group.
Perfect. Now, one of the most common actions in online meetings is sharing. How do we handle that smoothly?
Before you share, it's good to announce it. Say something like, "I'm going to share my screen now." And then once it's up, you can ask, "Can everyone see my screen clearly?"
And if you're the one having trouble seeing it, maybe the shared screen is frozen.
You can say, "May, I think we may have lost your shared screen. It's frozen on our end." Being specific about the problem helps them fix it faster.
That's very helpful. Knowing these phrases takes the stress out of these situations. Now, another tricky part of online meetings, knowing how and when to jump into the conversation. In a room, you can use body language to show that you want to speak. Online, it's harder. How can we interrupt without being rude?
This is a great skill to master. The virtual raise hand feature is your best friend. But if you're speaking, you can use verbal cues. A very polite one is, "Sorry to interrupt, but I'd like to add something here."
The sorry to interrupt softens it. What if you need to bring the conversation back on topic?
As a host or a participant, you can say, "If I could just bring us back to the main point," or you could say, "That's an interesting topic. Perhaps we can schedule a separate discussion for it."
I like that. It acknowledges their idea without letting the meeting derail. And sometimes you need to give someone else a chance to speak, especially if they've been quiet.
Exactly. You could say, "I'd like to hear from Anna on this. Anna, what are your thoughts?"
That's a great leadership skill, even if you're not the official meeting host. All right, we've covered the bulk of the meeting. Now it's time to finish strong. How do we end professionally?
A good ending is just as important as a good start. It provides closure and clarity. The first step is often to signal that the meeting is almost over.
How do we do that?
You can say, "It looks like we're almost out of time." That prepares everyone for the wrap-up.
Right, and then the most crucial part is summarizing the key decisions and action items.
Exactly. The host might say, "So, to summarize, we've agreed to," and then list the main points. And then, to assign tasks, you can use "next steps are," and then followed by who is doing what and by when.
That clarity is everything. It prevents confusion after the meeting. And finally, it's time to thank everyone and say goodbye.
Yes, a simple, "Thank you all for your time and valuable input" works well. Or, "I think that's everything for today. Thanks, everyone."
And as a participant, you can also chime in with a "Thanks everyone, have a great day." It's a friendly and positive way to end. Wow, May, we've covered a lot of ground. From the first hello to the final goodbye.
We really have. To quickly recap, the key is to have these phrases ready for each part of the meeting. Starting, participating, handling tech issues, interrupting politely, and wrapping up.
It will make you sound so much more confident and in control.
Absolutely. Don't try to memorize all 20 phrases at once. Maybe pick 2 or 3 from today's lesson that feel most useful to you and practice them in your next meeting.
That's excellent advice. The goal is gradual improvement. Now, we have a whole library of lessons to help you in other areas of business English. To make sure you don't miss them,
be sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell icon for notifications. Our next video is all about writing professional emails from the subject line to the sign-off. You won't want to miss it.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next lesson at the Professional English Lab.
Bye for now.